You are watching Bullets and Bullshit, brought to you by 2A Patriot Ranch.
What is up, 2A Patriot Ranch family? Welcome back to the channel. We are still here in Knoxville, Tennessee, and bringing you episode 2 of Bullets and Bullshit. Last night, Erik and I did a little sit-down podcast, and we invited a few more from the Goon Squad from this weekend. So we got Dom over here from Valiant, and we got Angry Sarge, the crazy masked man. Appreciate you guys doing this.
Yeah, thank you.
Everybody here is staying in this house. We talked about it a little bit on the last episode.
Post, yeah.
This place is insane. We're not going to tell you exactly where it's at because we want to book this for next year.
Yeah.
If they have it here. But I wanted to kind of just sit down with y'all and talk a little bit of 2A. Get your thoughts and opinions on some certain topics that might be a little hot right now.
I thought we did that last night.
We did that a little.
You did that
a little bit.
We got these two guys. We got to get their opinion on some stuff here.
And I thought, what better way than to start it off with what everybody loves to see in this world, which is an EDC dump, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Are you guys prepared for that?
I am ready.
Are you,
I'm always
or are
prepared,
you
man.
pussies and you're not actually caring?
It's an EDC dump, bro. I'm always ready.
All right. I'll start off. That'll make it easy.
Wait, stop. You're going to put that on the table. It's not a SIG, is it? Because I know you kind of got some love for some SIG.
Wow.
I just want to make sure that
Wow.
it's not a 320.
It's not.
Because I don't want to shoot your camera. I don't want you to shoot your camera, bro.
It's not a 320.
Okay, cool. We're good.
Start off. I carry a little bit of a fighting knife. This is the Karsumba from Columbia River Knife and Tool.
Nice.
Got a little belt clip on that. I keep that one for the dangerous situations. I carry a regular knife on me too. This one's from Wee Knives. This awesome freaking knife.
blade, dude.
Yeah, it's a nice little knife. And then I carry.
So what's your knife?
Yeah, you can touch my knife. Little Streamlight Micro. No, I don't always have a weapon light on my carry gun, so it's nice to have a little Streamlight.
Nice.
I actually normally wouldn't do this, but I actually bought this last year from here. There's these ladies that have a booth down there at Goals, and they do concealed carry clothing for women.
Which is always a good thing.
Yeah, to make it easier for them to carry. And they have these wallets down there. It's like an RFID wallet. So I got that from them last year. And then the thing that everybody wants to know.
Bringing out the kitchen sink next, bro? or what?
This thing that I have here is carried in a Tulster holster. Shout out to those guys. Tulster holster. This is their ARC holster. It's actually a nice holster. Shut up, Erik.
I didn't say anything. It just looks a little fat.
And yeah, sorry, I don't mean to flag you. These are all cleared. I have the
Are they
new.
supposed to be clear?
I have the new Canic MC9 Prime, the latest release from them. 17 rounds. I've got a Olight Osight SE on top of it with a Streamlight TLR7 sub,
Which is the proper light for that gun.
which is the proper light for this gun.
Yes.
I don't, like I said, I don't always carry a light on my guns, but with this holster, I have the light on it. So this has kind of gone in the rotation after you said that I carry a lot of SIGs. I pulled the SIG out of my junk for now.
Oh, that's probably safer for you.
Yeah. Let's go over to Sarge.
Well, I'm the scary guy, so I like off the body, and I am carrying the Ronin 48 with an Alpha Omega Kydex
My guy.
essentials.
My guy.
So 48 shield arms, custom, full custom.
That's nice.
That's how I run. That's what I'm carrying
That's
every
a great
day.
looking splatter pattern on that gun.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like my grandma's bathroom floor.
That old school tile.
Looks like a
You
Vegas
gotta show
hotel
that
room.
holster, bro, though.
Yeah, that's a nice.
Because I'm going to
holster.
say that, like, there's going to be a very
Yeah,
popular
you should
thing
hold
that's
that up
going
to the
on.
camera over there.
Like,
It's a good looking holster.
yeah, that's pretty
so
nice.
that holster there is our custom printer, which is Pro 2A Customs.
Yeah.
And he does all our prints. So he's been doing our prints for that and a couple other ones that you're going to see.
So Mad Caddy as well.
Yeah, they just announced they're moving to Knoxville.
They did.
A little extra.
They did.
Yeah. Like to make sure I have enough, right?
What about the bag there? Because you and I were just talking about
So-
this the other day.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily sure because I can't remember what bag this is, but I know it's a 511. I just don't remember which one it is.
I don't either, and I just got one too.
I'm trying it out for goals to see if I like it or not. I really love my Victos upscale 2s. That thing has been a workhorse, and I want to try something new, you know? So in here, I also keep medical because I'm a weirdo. I keep medical, I keep a knife, I keep a flashlight. So if you're wondering, it's all packed out there, tourniquets, all that stuff, wound packing, pretty much stop the bleed stuff. And then, of course, in the front, I keep my badge and my wallet for my law enforcement cred. So I'm that guy.
So, do you carry that medical for shooting situations, or because you hang around with us fucks and you're afraid we're gonna get?
Look, we already seen it at the beginning when you pulled it out, and I was like, "Ooh,
Wow. All I was going to say was like, so that what that tells me right now, because I know what Dom's rocking, what I'm rocking, and I'm seeing what you're rocking. And I'm going to say, I mean, like right now, keep Angry Sarge in the rear with the gear. Cause like,
Oh yeah,
we can't lose the guy with medical.
No,
Like we got to keep him
because
protected.
none of us have any medical on us.
I'm no shit. I don't have my ankle kit on me right now.
And then I'm carrying a Templar Auto.
Ooh,
They're out of
little
Texas.
OTF.
That's a nice knife.
They're out of Texas. Of course, you know, I got to do my thing with the Tonto.
Yeah.
I think sweet.
So that's my
It's
favorite
nice,
kind of
man.
blade. Real smooth, all that stuff. So keeping a knife is important. You got to have a knife. You got to have a flashlight. Streamlight wedge. The micro is what I'm carrying, or the XT or something like that, whichever one the smallest one is. But that's what I carry in here as well. And it's kind of
You're like a woman with your fucking purse over there.
100%.
It's got it all.
100%.
You got a couple of little airplane bottles of vodka.
Maybe. Look, you need something.
You need
Yeah, I mean, look.
say
so-
vodka?
Sponsored by
Here's that
Tito's.
merch, right?
It's sponsored by Tito's. Oh man! All right, let's move over to Dom,
Yeah.
the man with the plan.
Yeah, I'm actually simple. On the road, I don't really carry a whole lot besides Secure ID, which is an RFID, metal backed. They're out of Sweden. Lifetime warranty on these, so this is actually
Do you
awesome.
like that thing?
It's
I've been
awesome.
looking at them.
Yeah, it's the flippability on your cards. You get 6 cards, just bam, straight up, all tiered. Anything happens, no questions asked, replacement.
Oh yeah,
It's great. Yeah,
you got a discount code?
no discount code. Not sponsored by Secure ID. Damn it. And then obviously my EDC is a Staccato CS in a Alpha Omega Kydex holster printed by Pro 2. Just a simple.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? So that's why I carry medical.
off.
I was there. Oh, just me.
Look, I take one in the head and I'm still the one working on my stuff.
But you're rocking that TLR7 with
TLR7, yeah.
with that gosh, what was it? That 3D printed key on there to make that work for the CS.
Yeah, that's the biggest key is it bumps that light back to
Yeah.
the trigger guard there. So
You need that,
It makes
especially
it-
with small hands.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Freaking guy
I know.
got dirt claws over here.
See,
so
tell me he knows his holsters because he's got the alpha wedge on there.
got the Alpha wedge. Yeah,
The Alpha
Do you like wearing with the wedge?
it does because it helps push it out, can't it?
Yeah,
So being a bigger dude, it helps. You know,
Yeah,
so
for sure.
comfortability too, and I sweat too, so it helps keep the aeration going there.
Yeah.
This thing's washable.
So the really cool thing about the Alpha Wedge, and if you go, who I partnered up with to make those was Body Armor Vent. And if you go to their website, they actually sell a cleaner for their full plate carriers
Mhm.
for the panels for that.
Mhm.
So you can actually use, because it's the same material, same
I
product.
thought it looked like it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a collaboration thing that we actually released at SHOT Show, not this 2025 SHOT Show. We released it in 2024. And you can use the same cleaner and everything else on that. Same material, breathability and everything else. And the great thing about this is like right here, Dom's only got the 2 panels on there. And when you buy it, it actually comes with 3. So it's a little bit thicker. So you have the adjustability
Mhm.
to go thicker, slimmer, If you just want some kind of padding, you could take off that second layer right there and just have some padding up against himself.
It's like your options at the Moonlight Bunny Ranch.
It's everything.
Yeah.
You can go through and just pick whatever you like. And
Look, I'm trying to go thick.
I mean, if you want thick, you add all three fucking tiers. But I mean, no, in reality, when we created that whole thing, it was one thing that we looked at. It was on the market. Everybody was doing these thick foam wedges that would compress down. You'd sweat. They get nasty. They get dirty. You replace it, and you were paying like $15.
When you can't even get it down, like you got to basically put it all the way down there before you even fucking buckle your belt or your pants.
Yeah,
because it won't slide down in.
Yeah. So the nice thing when we started targeting this product and started going in development with it, we were like, how do we make it, one, breathable, two, adjustable for each user? You don't get that with anybody else, and it's washable. So I mean, nothing out there right now is breathable.
Yeah.
And they're just, I mean, I'm not going to knock everybody else that's doing it. It's just our version and our take on it. And they're actually, sales are doing great on it.
Awesome.
So
what are you carrying in your pants?
What you
carrying in your pants?
well, since everybody's breaking, since everybody's like,
what you got, girl?
what you got, girl? So everybody's breaking out like wallets and stuff. This is the code 118. It's got that tiered, same thing, deployment and everything else. It does have a band, and it's an expansion setup, so I can actually fit like a couple more cards here, a couple more cards in the back. So I got my business stuff where I can just my dot cards and stuff. Yeah, my LTC, my license, and all my credit cards inside. It's a great little wallet. I've been rocking that thing for like 3 years. I used to make Kydex holsters and wallets. People weren't really interested in it, so I pulled them off the website. I might bring them back, use them as business card holders, but I like that thing.
That's what I use them for. Like for on duty, I'll pull out my business card and give it. Yeah, it's much easier to keep in my pocket than a stack of them.
Yeah, I'm thinking about bringing it back. I've been getting a few more requests about business card holders, so I'm probably going to be bringing it back soon.
That would be good.
So I carry 2 blades. So one's just a simple little pocket knife. I can't even tell you who the hell that's coming from. That is actually Kershaw, but it's just a small little blade. I kind of use that as like it's just a tool, man. I got to cut a box open. I got a little blade to go do it.
They say every man ends up, the knife that they carry is about the size of their penis.
That's fine. Wrong. It's all about how you work it.
They don't make knives big enough to
I mean, if you're not sleeping with
Don's got to carry a fucking machete.
Right. I'm just going to say, bro, like if you're not throwing a hot dog down a hallway, it doesn't matter the size, bro. Yeah. So that's a knife. And then my backup blade, which is actually my go-to, which is a fight, is this Scallywag, the MDV. I absolutely love this thing.
Shout out Scallywag.
Scallywag, I love them guys. I did make my own sheath for it, and the what do you call it? The Miami Tiger Stripe. But yeah, I love this damn thing. I keep it right on my belt line, so I can actually deploy it this way and have it in a reverse grip. If I needed to grab it with my left hand, I got it in the forward grip. Yeah. But I love that thing. I've actually got this one's the Teardrop Damascus, and I actually have it in the black version too.
American made,
great
company, good dudes,
nice, good, solid guys. As far as the firearm, I do switch up carries a lot, but I just recently got the Jacob Gray Hex.
Ooh, if I have to fear about this fucking Jacob Gray Hex,
bro, no more flight. I'm just telling you, like it's the tool, man. It's
a smooth gun.
It's a smooth gun. It's got that rose barrel. I'm actually thinking about like calling it Master Chief because it kind of reminds me a little bit of Master Chief with that OD grip, black top, and then that rose.
Why do you have a CV Life optic on there?
That is not a CV Life, bro. So I'm going to give a huge shout out right now to Zero Tech Optics. I actually work with them. I have a discount code. Reach out to me and I'll give it to you. Well, it's real easy. It's Alpha Omega. If you go to their website, you can get, I think it's like 15 or 20% off. I can't remember.
And I'll just say, hey, this is the second time on Bullets and Bullshit that we've name dropped Zero
Tech.
Yeah.
So
it's a great company.
Hit your boy up.
Yeah. Like Zero Tech.
Hit all the boys up.
I mean, it's a great gun. I love the gun. This is a factory, ported gun. So you're not going to have the issues with like when you aftermarket porting on it, and then you have to start adjusting spring rates and everything else, because a lot of guys will sit there and say, oh, my gun's jamming, I ported it and it's jamming now. Well, it's because you didn't adjust your springs. You didn't tune the gun right. This gun is tuned from the factory the way it should be.
Sure.
But yeah, holster wise, I mean, it's going to be another shout out to Pro 2. Customs. This is my new M81 print that we actually just released about, I want to say 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. And they're doing all my custom prints now. They're killing it with everything that they're doing. We met them at SHOT Show this year. Thanks to Dom. Dom made that introduction. And man, after SHOT Show, we started just kind of chatting it up, and he sent me out some tester stuff. I did some presses on it. I love the way the material was handling everything we were doing. So we've actually switched over completely over to their factory as far as like doing all of our prints. So, and they're just killing it. And like Dom said earlier, they just announced they're actually moving
To Knoxville.
out here from Arizona goals.
Hell yeah.
From Arizona.
Yeah.
So I've got a window to make sure I get all my prints in, but like, you know, they're a solid company.
You know what's funny? I won't say their names because that'd be kind of fucked up, like doxing them like that. But so when I was coming up to meet you guys at the media room or members lounge or whatever the fuck you want to call it, you guys were gone already, and so I walked.
I got tired of waiting. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you guys were.
I had
gone
business
already,
to attend to. I had meetings to do, and you took forever.
I get it. So, but I walk in, and I will just say there were 3 what I would consider A-list gun 2A guys in there when I walked in, and so Matt from Second Amendment Foundation was sitting there, so I walked up, sat with him, and the rest of the guys, and one of them already lives here in Tennessee, and the other 2 were talking about moving to Tennessee.
I actually just talked to Anthony from Armed Scholar, and he's talking about he's leaving California.
All right, so that was one of those people that
I'm friends with. I'm friends with Anthony. I mean, I saw him today, and I saw Johnny B.
Yep.
And I chatted up with him for a little bit, and then it was literally Anthony come around the corner, and he's like, "Oh, hey man," and we started BSing a little bit, and he goes, "Yeah, dude, we're looking at houses, man. We're moving."
Yeah, it's funny. That's exactly one of the people.
And both of those guys are really solid. I hate the fact that what happened to them at GunCon and getting, you know, at Johnny B getting booted.
Yeah,
and everybody. But
yeah,
you know,
what a fucked up situation, man. I haven't even talked about it here on the channel at all, but you know, for those of you guys that don't know or been living under a rock, if you're a 2A person, John Patton had GunCon in Ohio, which probably not like the best idea to begin with. Ohio.
I mean, they are constitutional carry.
Yeah, but I just fucking hate the state of Ohio in general. Sorry, guys. I'm a Pennsylvanian. But Johnny B and Paul and Andrew Bailey, AG Andrew Bailey, were supposed to talk at the event.
They were asked to leave.
Yeah, and they were asked to leave because of their let's just say their beliefs on a couple different certain subjects. And the owners of the building, the Twisted Metal building, go on YouTube or go on Google, leave it a review. Check out mine. It's lovely. But they were asked to leave it, or they were going to shut down GunCon. And so fortunately
the shit part about it, like they didn't even get like, okay, hey, we're a couple days away from this thing happening.
No, they did day
It
of.
happened the freaking morning of.
Yeah.
You know, so John was like literally like running around, and I watched a couple videos of John talking about it. John was literally running around before this event went off to find these guys and talk to them to get this thing figured out. And they got like shit, like information last minute, and they're having to do that. And I mean, you adapt, you adjust, you overcome, you do what you have to do to make things happen. It just sucks that they did that shit to him at the last minute, like right before an event's supposed to start. That's horse shit.
Yeah, it's I can say, because this won't air until after, but unfortunately Andrew Bailey is not going to be speaking tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah. I think Jarrett's filling in for him.
Okay. It's not because of something in it's just he's available.
I didn't catch why, but
well, I mean, I've already heard, and I already know of one guy, the Pew Pew Jew, Yehuda.
Oh yeah,
you know, he and I were
our friend. Our friend is not here.
Yeah,
the Jew is not here.
Yeah, and we say that with all love. We love Yehuda, but I mean, it was unfortunate with the flights because there was a power outage or a fire or something that happened at the Knoxville airport, and it just kind of screwed up everybody's flights. Everybody was getting here late and all that kind of stuff.
Is that a conspiracy theory? Maybe.
I don't know. I didn't. I was reading stuff and I heard power outage. Somebody like whatever. I had to switch my flight to Chattanooga, and then get a freaking rental car and then drive to get over here to you guys, which was like,
Create a fucking racket at like 3 a.m. while we're all trying to fucking sleep.
dude, I came up, I got here, I called Dom. He's like, everyone's asleep. And I'm like, bro, I'm here. We're ready to party. Let's go. Like, this is like mini shot. Let's do it.
I will say, everybody, we all you know, buckled down. We went to range day. Unfortunately, you couldn't make it.
Nope.
I mean, that was your own fault that you didn't make that. But
I might show up a day early next year. Okay.
yeah, I mean, in general, you know, as I was saying, we're here for goals, and this is a great weekend. You know, the convention itself. We got to go out to the range. Don, what was your favorite gun that we shot out there?
Really, that Barrett, that suppressed Barrett, that 50 cal. I think.
Yeah, I heard so much shit.
It was just the way I had said it was smooth. You know,
Yeah.
on the tripod and everything. It just, for me, that was it. Nothing really other than that impressed me besides the Ren manufacturing, Ren Metalworks, I believe.
Yeah,
The 8.6 lever gun, integrally suppressed.
that was
What?
Yeah, oh yeah, this thing was.
You didn't tell me about this the other day.
It was like shooting a BB gun,
yeah.
and it
Keep
was
the secrets
insane.
from me, Dom.
Of course,
I thought
yeah.
we had a better relationship.
Yeah,
than that, bro.
no.
But-
So it was funny. So we go over there, and that was my favorite one to shoot, was that 8.6 blackout. And Dom and I are waiting to shoot, and Dick Heller is in the tent with us. And you know, Dick Heller's probably 80. I don't
Yeah.
know.
The
And-
dude.
Yeah.
Call him dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the OG, right?
Yeah.
But he was worried that the gun was gonna like fucking send him flying.
Oh, really?
So he was asking
Yeah.
for somebody to like stand behind him, and they were like telling him like, "Hey, no, like
You're good.
you're good." And he was like, "Nah, you." So the one guy got behind him, was like propping him up.
Yep.
Dick gets up there and he's trying, man. The gun, I will say, in his defense, the gun is front heavy
Yeah,
because
it
of
is.
how it's built.
Yeah.
It's got like this fatty tube that goes down on it, and
It's a one stamper because they shroud it,
yeah,
and so they get it to 16-1, and you know it adds some weight. It's bulky.
yeah,
Yeah.
bulky. So he's kind of like doing this. Dom and I are standing behind, like, "Fuck, man! Like, take your one shot." You
Like,
know?
pull the trigger, bro.
We're 15 yards from the target.
Yeah.
No one's gonna judge.
Like, let her go.
But he does. He did fine. You know, obviously it didn't blow him back or anything. Then Dom and I stepped up, and he fired first, and then I went second. And he's right, man. It goes. It's not like a BB gun,
Really? That's insane. I didn't get my hands. I didn't get my
which is a loud fucking round.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's-
That's
Oh,
insane.
We shot hogs with that earlier this year, and just the sound it makes when it hits a hog,
Yeah.
it's just like whoop, whoop, whoop. It's like a
Yeah.
300 blackout, but
Wow.
10
Did you do
times
that
now.
with Gun Brothers?
Yeah, over at Gun Brothers Ranch.
We're talking about doing a hunting trip up there. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
we're sidebarring here for a second
Yeah.
because we're talking about going up and doing a
Yeah,
trip.
Gun Brothers Ranch. It's a great thing because what they do is they take everybody on hunts, but the non-military or veteran side of things, they take those proceeds from the hunts and basically use that to fly out vets, disabled vets specifically, and take them on
I love
guided
that.
hunts, whether it's whitetail to hogs to predator.
I heard they're doing turkey out there now too. He's been getting a pretty good amount of
And
turkey.
they just built a brand new barn dominium, and that thing is full bar. Everything.
Keegan and Graham keep sending me pictures.
Yeah,
They're like, bro, you need to get up here.
Yeah,
and I told him, I was like, hey, I said, Dom said something about we're going to go hunting soon. We're planning a trip. That's going to be my shot right there. And he said, I think you were talking about October.
Yeah, October. No.
Yeah, I think
Middle of
I think
October.
I can kind of make that work out. I mean,
Cool.
we're talking August, September, October.
Dom and I could have had about 10 turkeys on our way to the range.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We had to like slow down in the road because they were crossing the road. I
Thump
was
'em,
like,
dude.
"Ah."
Just freaking thump them.
What about you, Sarge? What was your favorite gun?
So I will be honest with you, only shot a couple, mostly pistols, support my friends and stuff like that, and stuff I was kind of interested in. The biggest thing for me was taking my son and letting him just go ham.
Yeah.
So I think the coolest part for me as a dad is knowing that we went through Primary Arms. They had their own little mini shoot house type
Mhm.
thing. He grabbed an AR-9.
Did he get to go through the shoot house?
He went through the shoot house
Nice.
and impressed the guy that was going with him. Now, granted, he still knew he doesn't understand the 180 rule, but they helped guide him through that. And he got up on target. Everything, like the little things that I've been teaching him and watching that come to fruition was that was the best part of my day.
Well,
So,
I mean, and to say this, I mean, I my son's a lot older than your son is,
Yeah.
and I started teaching him at a younger age about gun safety and everything else. And the best way to teach kids, I mean, you can turn around and say, hey, don't touch these things. Always treat them like they're loaded and give them all the rules of firearm safety. But until you actually take them out to the range and start having them put rounds downrange and teach them those things, they don't understand the power of this. Like I was actually taught when I was younger about the dangers of a firearm and what I was taught about it. And it wasn't like a negative thing. You know, it was a watermelon stuck on a post and I shot it with a shotgun and I watched that thing blow up. And it was literally like, okay, so now you understand what this thing can do to somebody.
Yeah.
This is why we have to be safe. And I did the same thing with my own kid.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, he gets out to the range with me and man, he had a long time where he hadn't gone to the range. And I stuck him on the range and he was like, you know, I've got my staccatos out there and everything else. And he's like, well, what gun are you shooting? I said, I've got the XC on my hip, dude. Like, we're good. Like, go grab that Canic. You know, you're shooting the Canic. Get good with the Canic and I'll start letting you shoot the good guns. Yeah. And, you know, the Canic.
That was a low.
Okay, wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. We're talking a $4, $5, $6, maybe $500 gun, $400 gun because it's the Canic SF.
Yeah, but I bet you Nils could outshoot you with that $400 gun.
Well, I'm not sitting there saying like I'm the best shooter out there in the world. I'm just saying I'm not dogging Canic whatsoever. But
it sounded pretty.
When you're comparing a Canic versus a $2,000 and up gun, it is a different experience. And I don't want my son to get spoiled.
Cost to value ratio.
Well, but you can't freaking deny. Okay, let's get into this.
Have you watched Tacticon's video where he shot the Yeet cannon versus Staccato?
Look.
You know which one won?
Oh, yeah.
I have not.
Cannon.
The Yeetus, the Leadus.
Okay, hang on. So I'm going to sit here and say, we can get into this. I'm not dogging Canic. Okay. But I am going to say, if you pick a Canic up and put it in a new shooter's hand, this is typically what they're going to be buying or something in that range. When you hand them something like a Jacob Gray or a Staccato, personally, I think it's completely unfair.
Well, they're just different platforms.
They're different platforms, but the feel, the reaction, how they shoot, even at the CS, you put a gun out like that in a new shooter's hand, and if they can function and work that gun, they shoot that, and then they go to this, and they go, no, I like that more. And why do they like that more? Because there's a lot more recoil mitigation. It's a smoother shooting gun versus this. You have to learn how to shoot this gun. You have to learn how to shoot this gun. Yes. But I will say this, do these 2011s or 1911 double stacks make you a better shooter? They can. But you know what else they do? If your fundamentals are absolute fucking shit, they magnify them.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to have your fundamentals down well with a firearm like this. So telling my son, hey, here's a $400 gun, get good at that one before you start racking rounds down with my Staccato P, I think it's a justifiable statement.
Right. And don't forget the staccato portion of things is you get involved in a shooting, your gun gets taken, you file out the insurance claim with them and they send you a
temporary gun.
A replacement.
Yeah.
Canic doesn't do that.
No.
You know who else does that? Sons Liberty.
Yeah, good company.
You know, and where are those companies both based out of?
In Texas.
In Texas, right?
Yeah.
So sorry, that was a shameless plug. That was a shameless plug.
Yeah, well, mine's based out of Turkey.
So finishing that, like I'll say this.
It's great that you're doing that with your kid.
Being here with him, making those memories, and then seeing stuff that I haven't really taught him translate over into him being a natural. I'm just proud. I can't wait to really like put that pressure on him and teach him.
Dude, I was proud of your kid. So the first night we got here, I was walking out to show Sarge my Echelon with the Sharp Brother grip on it. And
you got that here?
Yeah.
I'll show you. Let me see that.
So I handed it to Sarge, and then Sarge hands it to his son. His son was 1 billion times safer than the four of us right now with our guys.
Isn't that crazy how it works? Because my kid was the same way.
He watched both of us handle that gun, knew that it was obvious it was unloaded. He and I both had pulled the trigger. There was no mag in it or anything. He still took it. He like spun away from us to like chamber check it and everything. And
good dad, man, right there.
I just was like, damn. Yeah. Well, in our group chat, I was saying like I'm the most dangerous gun owner. Like I got shit laying everywhere. Like I couldn't have kids because I'm too fucking dangerous.
Is that it?
Yeah. That's the only reason? That's the absolute only reason.
Maybe too much testosterone too. Who knows?
So I mean, it's awesome that you're doing that with your kid. And you know, I'm actually still a little salty with him because when you guys came to the shop, I'll go ahead and throw this one out there.
Mm-hmm.
When you guys came to the shop, he never messed with the Ace system. And I got the Ace system in my shop.
Yeah.
So I use it for my dry fire. So like when I'm in the shop working, I might get a little bit of like, okay, after I'm done putting stuff together, I'll spend like an hour in the shop just running Ace. Just to kind of keep my dry fire stuff
Isn't
going
that
on.
like an hour you could probably be working on more holsters though?
Dude, it's like 10 o'clock. It's like 10 p.m. to 11
because
p.m.
I heard your lead time is like Byron was telling me that your lead time is a little shitty.
No, did you see the video Byron just released? Because he called me and I showed up and knocked on his freaking room and he got a holster. Like he was still on the phone with me. Like you need to check Instagram, bro.
Shout out Byron and Jack of all trades. Those are good dudes.
Yeah, but I mean, no, he came out and he never touched the Ace system.
Mm-hmm.
And I put him on guest mode, so none of my scores would get messed up. Because most people that jump on the Ace system, they don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
And they start kind of doing it. Well, I mean, yeah, he's a kid. He plays video games. And that's kind of like a video game.
Mm-hmm.
But he gets up there and like after about 4 or 5 tries on one drill, the kid was smoking my scores.
Really?
Like he was killing my scores.
Yeah, he
and I almost
destroyed
wanted
me.
to turn it off of guest mode so he could rack those points onto mine. And I'm still trying to beat his score on a couple of those stages.
Really?
Just
Crazy.
came in and tore it up.
Well, I tell you, man, I love.
He's a natural.
We were talking about it yesterday, I think, together. I love seeing the kids in the business. We were talking about the 2A boys. Those kids are some of the most fucking lights out shooters I've seen for kids their age.
It looks like they've been getting into competition shooting stuff too, and I think that's great for them.
Oh yeah, and they're good kids too.
They are.
Keith raises those kids well.
James, have you ever have you ever shook James's hand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That kid wants to crush your hand every time he shakes
Every
your hand.
time. Yeah.
Really?
Like it's
Every
insane.
time.
Both of them boys are so respectful. They see you, they come shake their hand. Hey, how you
Yeah.
doing? This and that. Grant actually got mad at me at SHOT Show because we were at range day,
Mm-hmm.
and I was messing with Grant. And I like picked him up and I threw him on my shoulder. Like I had him sitting on my shoulder, and he's like, "Dude, put me down."
I'm no little boy.
Yeah, he was like upset because I treated him like a kid for a second. And I love both of them kids. They're great. The parents are doing such a great job with them kids, and they're teaching them something. They're learning. But yeah, I think it's great that you're taking. We'll call them what we really call them.
Yeah.
The upset private.
Upset private.
The upset private. Hey, we got Angry Sarge with his upset private.
Yeah, but I mean, it's great that you're taking them out and you're.
Yeah, that don't sound right. I mean, military people would understand that, but
Was a
coming
pro.
from
Yeah.
you out of that.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. Let's get into some spicy stuff here.
How spicy we want to get?
Yeah.
I mean, I've got some questions to ask y'all.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm down.
Let me loosen up here.
I feel like
Ranch.
Dom hasn't been spicy enough, so maybe we should
We're holding back a little bit.
maybe we should start with him.
Yeah. Real quick, hang on.
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead and talk about this real quick. What's everybody drinking here?
Yeah, sure. I'll go because why not? I'm drinking blackout coffee. The boy Jared and Anthony, they're all part of this thing.
Yeah.
And, better than the other one that'll go unnamed here. I support these guys.
Okay.
You can use the code 2A Patriot Ranch for a discount on this.
Kim Kennedy doesn't.
Kim Kennedy does not do anything for blackout.
Okay, that's what I thought. It was the other one, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, the other one.
Allegedly.
Those guys.
Allegedly. What are you drinking over here,
So-
Angry Sarge?
So since I'm fucking angry, I decided to have a little Angry Orchard
With your
hard
straw in it.
cider
With
with
the straw.
my
Why do we have a
look,
straw in the? Why do we have a
look.
straw in the bottle?
Safety first.
It disappeared.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you drinking?
Doing a repo tequila. Because usually after this, I'm going to go light up a cigar.
I think we
First-
should do cigars tonight.
For some reason, just the whiskey recently just hasn't been doing it for me. So the darker tequilas is where it's at for me.
I still got that one nice cigar left, so I'm gonna have to,
Got a whole
I'm gonna have to
box,
light
bro.
that
Let's
up.
do it. Yeah.
Get a whole
Yeah.
box, Bubba. I'm getting my vitamins right now.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
He got the old man drink.
We got the tomato.
Did you dump your Retta in there too?
He has marinara sauce.
The marinara sauce, but we're also supported by Tito's out of Texas. So there's a little bit.
There we go. Shout out to our sponsor, Tito's.
Yeah.
So I mean, how many times has that bottle been out already?
It's been a lot. It is like Tito's.
We're doing the Bloody Mary. We're getting the vitamins going.
I love it. If you haven't had it, the one from Ballast Point is really fucking good.
Yeah.
The mix, yeah. All right, we're gonna get Dom out of his shell here a little bit.
Oh shit, that's trouble. You don't know
Because
Dom
the
like
first-
you don't know Dom like I know Dom.
The first one is pretty controversial.
Okay.
So we'll just do like a lightning round here, fellas. We'll do like 1 or 2 questions apiece.
Cool.
First answer that comes off the top of your head.
That's really trouble.
Yeah.
You're asking for trouble.
Dom, should convicted felons ever get their gun rights back?
Well, it's a good one. It's dependent on the felony, right? I think it's what you did. Murderers, child rapists, that shit. No.
So anything violent?
Yeah, anything done, you just lose that all.
Child rapists even live.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Kill all.
Now, we got to look at the full spectrum of things of felonies in some states and really all states. DUI can be considered a felony.
Sure.
Third time. Straight
So
up in Texas. Third time.
should you lose your gun rights over that? Probably not, because you can quit drinking
Right.
and be reformed within a month.
Yeah, exactly.
But murder stuff like that, I don't think it shouldn't be an option. So it's kind of where my head goes on that.
Do you think it should be a state by state choice, states' rights, or do you think it should be a federal?
I mean, I think everything at this point in our government should be a state by state choice. I think we've proven that when the big federal government gets involved, it just gets fucked up. So restore the rights back to the states fully.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
No.
I agree. Man, he went like totally low key on that.
He did. Like, I'm a little shocked.
Question number 2. I expect some big dick Dom to be like coming out here.
Could I
Yeah.
add something? So I think the propensity for violence is one of the factors you want to look at, right? When we're talking about that kind of situation.
Mhm.
And what I mean by that is if we have somebody that's willing to shoot at cops, right? They're willing to do anything.
Sure.
So that's another thing. And I know it kind of goes within line of what I'm doing, but that right there, I don't know how we have that situation. We still let them out.
Yeah.
It's
How
the
they're
shit
free.
justice system is that a crazy problem.
Yeah. We talked about that on our podcast.
Yeah.
It's a big rabbit trail we could follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like there's so many things. Like that's the biggest thing. Why are we still letting people that have that kind of propensity for violence out?
True.
So
I'm not going to give you the softball question.
You're not gonna
actually
softball
have
fucking
at
questions
number
for me?
2
What the
because
fuck?
this one's way too fucking easy for you. We're gonna skip ahead here.
Oh shit, that is a question.
Yeah. We'll go with should civilians own machine guns without restrictions?
Absolutely.
No.
I mean, in my opinion, it's ridiculous. You already see what's going on with the government. We're trying to get NFA stuff taken off the list and everything else.
Mhm.
I don't see any reason why we shouldn't. Are there ways to kind of get around that? And I mean, gosh, FRTs, man.
Yeah.
Like, if we're going to be okay with an FRT,
Yep.
Why can't we be okay with a full auto?
Sure.
Why shouldn't we be okay with like belt feds? Why shouldn't we, the problem isn't the law abiding gun owners.
no.
It is the criminals out there that are doing shit. And guess what? Criminals are not necessarily running around with full autos.
Well, they're throwing Glocks.
Depending on where you're at.
Yeah, they're throwing Glock switches in. But I mean, come on, go catch the criminals. Bust the people who need to be busted for the shit
And
that they should have.
actually enforce the fucking laws
Enforce
that are on the
fucking laws
books.
that are on the books.
Yep.
Quit creating more fucking laws stacked on top of more
Yeah.
fucking laws
Yeah.
that make absolutely fucking dick sense.
Yep.
It's just on the definition of what the ATF defines, and they get caught up in their own shit, just like an SBR, right?
It's fucking stupid.
Weld, pin and weld. The concept of that, you think about it, is stupid because they don't define really what a weld is.
Right.
Mm. Yeah.
It can be rock set, it can be Loctite.
Right?
So you can take an 8-inch 300 blackout, throw a 9-inch can on it, put a little bit of rock set on the threads, clamp it down, put it underneath, put it underneath the handguard.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get that thing off without taking the handguard off because it's locked in there.
Yep.
And now you don't have an SBR,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Or AOWs. I mean, come on.
So
Let's actually. I mean, I hate using the term, But, common sense gun laws is what the other side likes to use. Oh, we need common sense. Well, no, let's look at the fucking gun laws that are out there.
They don't
Because they don't fucking make
There is no common sense in them.
And none of their fucking laws make 0 sense whatsoever. I mean, the NFA and all these fucking rules and regulations that were put on were like how many fucking years ago?
Mhm.
For shit because of fucking bootleggers and guys that were doing that kind of shit.
You're talking 80 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I love the fact that the whole fucking tax stamp thing has been taken away, like on suppressors, but they put themselves in a position now because
they're going to lose now.
They're going to lose.
Well, you took it away. Why is it still there?
Why? But why is there still a stamp?
There's not.
Right.
Right.
Because now it's just a registry at this point.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And that's violation of.
And I'm honestly, to tell you the truth, I'm kind of glad they fucking stuck themselves in a corner because that they can't get out of.
Yeah. Well, because now this is going to be decided by the courts, which is what we want anyway. We don't want it just to be Congress, because Congress can then contradict themselves and take things down. Presidents with their executive orders, another president comes in and it goes away. But when the Supreme Court says
this is
what it is,
I love
that's
case
what it
law.
is.
Case law is so awesome and powerful.
Sorry,
Yep.
I'm going to tell you right now, you softballed the question to me on that one. That was a softball.
It was.
Did I get spicy enough for you though?
Yeah.
You got a little spicier than Don.
Yeah, it was a little bit more complex than the one that I'm going to give myself.
Well,
Which
why
is,
don't we give it to you? Why should we give it to you?
Someone else give it to you.
Well,
I've got the questions.
I want to softball it to myself. All right, you can go ahead.
Which one were you looking at?
Number 2.
Yeah, I'm not giving you that one. I'm not giving you that one, Dick. Here, I want to give you. Let's see how you go with this one.
All right.
If the government bans your guns, do you comply, or you do resist?
All right. So I think this goes all.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this goes really deep, right? If you would have asked me that question prior to 2020, my answer right now might have been a little bit different.
Explain that one.
So
Yeah, I'm interested.
I complied.
Were you gay then too?
Been gay.
Wait, we can say gay now, right?
Yeah, gay's okay.
I don't give a shit.
Gay's okay.
No, I because I was in the state of California at the time when COVID came around, I complied with a lot of government restrictions.
Oh, cheating.
So, were you driving down the road with a mask on by yourself?
No, I was not doing that.
Oh,
So it's just that his chin.
But at the beginning of COVID, I took the government for their word. Obviously it changed very quickly after that, but and how that relates to the question is I found out very quickly that the government's not always right.
Yeah.
And I think the reason we have the Second Amendment is for that scenario right there, because when they start doing stuff like that, that is the definition of tyranny.
Mhm.
And I will not comply with anything like that.
Well,
So
let's do it.
I lived in California when
Yeah.
they started all the wild shit with quote unquote assault weapons. I still actually have an AR with a bullet button on it.
So I used to live in California before I
Yeah.
moved to Texas, and when I moved, my AR had a bullet button on it. And I kid you not, within 2 days of me being in the state of Texas, that bullet button was gone.
Well, so I had a buddy. You probably saw these things, but they made the little magnet attachments that
I had
went on
one.
top of it.
I had one.
My buddy was the guy that manufactured the shot guy. And so I put that on there. But then a couple years later, they came out with the whole fixed stock thing and the fixed mag thing.
I was gone by that time.
And I said, there's no fucking way, because you had two options. You either registered your gun with the state of California as an assault weapon, put your name on a registry, or you modified the gun. Well, I looked at both those scenarios and went,
No.
yeah, no to either of those.
Right.
So, I mean, in a roundabout answer to the question, fuck no, I'm not complying. I'll say it right now, ATF, give it a fucking shot. I'm not going to comply. And you know why I feel comfortable saying that? Because I know guys like you and and Don and the rest of our crew ain't complying either.
No. And I think
I'm not charging that hill on my own.
No, you're not charging that hill on your own. And it's it's people are getting pretty pissed off and they're getting upset and they're getting tired of the bullshit.
I'm the definition of that person, because I've always obviously been a 2A advocate, but I wasn't like very vocal about it.
It's 2A Patriot Ranch.
Right.
Yeah.
But after I saw all the shit that our government's done and the way that people like Gavin Newsom and Adam Schiff and Chuck Schumer and Eric Swallowwell and all these fucking assholes that want to
The
come after our
reptilians of the
guns.
world.
Yeah, the reptilians of the world.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm going to speak out, which is why I started the channel, which is why we started the podcast. Like,
Good.
And for me, just being forced into the whole scenario, being military at the time, and them threatening me because I was going through warrior transition unit doing medical. Oh, you can't have surgery that you need because you don't have your COVID vaccine. The shit like that, when they're forcing it,
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna retire you. You're not gonna get your benefits. What kind of shit is that? I fucking deployed and got hurt on deployment,
Yeah.
and then you're like,
You did the job that you signed up for, and
Yeah.
you did the job that they asked you to do,
Yeah.
and they turn around and denied shit to
But
you.
it's all about the type of person you are. It's just like going back to the COVID thing. It's like I worked for a large private equity firm that got bought out by a bank at the time. And there was talks of if you didn't get the jab,
Yeah.
you're going to lose your job.
Mhm.
It's forced me to create what I created today. And I started my LLC within that first hour and said, if anything goes and says, hey, you're no longer allowed in this office and you're no longer a job, but day two, I'm up and running as myself. And that's kind of what I did. And
Yeah.
it took a while to get there, but I think there's a blessing in disguise in some way.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I uprooted my entire life. I left California. I said, I can't fucking do this anymore. As beautiful as that state is, I said, I can't do this anymore. I moved to Florida.
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to go hang out with Daddy DeSantis. And,
You went from earthquakes to hurricanes.
to hurricanes.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, we can get into, I got hit by 3 hurricanes a year and a half ago.
Jeez. Well,
Bad news. All right, Sarge, it's your turn.
Oh shit.
Would America be safer if every law-abiding citizen carried daily?
Let me take some time to figure. No. So here, we'll just say yes. Yes. Why? Because as law enforcement, I'm not going to be there right around the corner when something bad's happening to you or something's going down at a school or something like that. So why can you not carry to protect yourself, protect others? I mean, that's the whole point of being a part of the Second Amendment community, is getting that base, getting the training and understanding what your rights are and exercising those rights. So that way, when the bad shit does happen, you're there. Because me as the cop is not going to be there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I tell people this all the time, 17 years, I've only one time been right around the corner when a domestic happened. And he was beating the dog shit out of her, and I was right around the corner that one time. And that doesn't happen that often.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, when law enforcement, when a crime's happening, when's the law enforcement arriving?
We're reactive.
You're reactive,
Yeah.
and you're showing up after the crime's already been
Yeah.
committed. So you're
Yeah.
there to investigate and find the problem.
Right.
Unfortunately, crimes happen.
Yeah.
And there's bad people out there doing stupid shit.
Right.
And law enforcement responds after the fact.
Right.
And I'm telling you right now, I'd rather carry a heavy double stack 1911 or a Canic Prime or a CS or a
Mhm.
Glock 48 or whatever you want to call it than carry you.
Yeah.
Because guess what? You're too fucking heavy.
Right.
And I'm not.
It's true. I'm a big dude.
Okay, so
Sorry.
even take the smallest cop. I'm still not going to carry the small cop in my backpack
Right.
and be running around with a cop behind me.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd rather be able to be my own first responder, and I'm willing to deal with the consequences of that.
Well, that's the whole thing of having some self-responsibility in life in general. And that's, I think a little bit why we're seeing a shift in, the way that this kind of newer generation coming up feels about gun rights, and they're not all about it, is because they all don't have any self-responsibility in their own lives
No.
for anything. They can't show up to work on time. They can't do that because
They
they
can't
take
pay
no
rent.
responsibility for their own
Zero.
actions.
Right.
So when it comes down to carrying a gun and protecting themselves, they think somebody else should be out there
Yeah.
protecting
Yeah,
themselves.
exactly.
That's why we got cops.
Yep.
So, and this is another thing that I push, and the people that I work with know that, is when I get out on a stop, and one of the things that I ask people is, "Are you carrying?" No. Why not? You're not a felon.
Dude, I got berated on the side of the
kidding?
highway by a Texas state trooper because normal reaction for me is to pull, because, you know, as Texas law is, if you're carrying, you're supposed to let them know. And you pull your LTC and your license out. Well, out of habit, I got pulled over for speeding.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled my license out, pulled my LTC out, went like, you know, handed them both over. And he goes, "All right, where's the gun at?" I went, "Home." And
Yeah.
I forgot my gun at home that day. I left the house in a rush. And that trooper sat on the side of the road and berated me for 20
Good
minutes.
for him.
Yeah.
Like, and gave
You deserved
me
it.
shit
You deserved
Wow,
it.
it's
for
crazy.
not having my gun on me. He goes, "You took the responsibility
Yeah.
to carry a gun on you every day to be able to protect yourself and those around you. And you didn't bring it with you today."
Mhm.
And then ended up, "Get out of here." Handed my stuff back. He goes, "You get a warning, get out of here." Didn't even give me a warning on paper. He just like, "This is a warning, slow down, get out of here. Make sure you have your gun next time."
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because, like, I know all of us, we treat our guns like we treat our wallets. Like,
Agree.
you know, you go to like walk out of your house and you're like, "Oh fuck, I forgot my wallet." You know, you have to go back and get it, right?
Yeah.
There's no choice. You don't leave the house without your wallet.
Yeah.
Well, now the funny
Car
thing is I
keys
leave
or-
my wallet and I'll
Yeah.
make sure I got my gun now.
But a lot of people don't understand that. You know, I have some family members that aren't, you know, a little bit batshit crazy like me, and you know, we'll be going to the store or whatever, and I'm like, "Oh, holy shit, let me go grab my gun," and they're like, "Oh, no, you're fine. We're like going right down the street."
Right.
I'm like, "No, that's not the way it works.
not like the way it
That's
works
that's
anymore."
not the way it
Yeah.
works."
Just like a car crash has usually happen within 1 to 2 miles of your house.
Right.
Yep.
So food
Same
for
thing can
thought.
happen.
Think about this, and this is why I'm such a big advocate. Okay, I may need a good guy with a gun
Mm-hmm.
because I've been ambushed before, and I was by myself. My deputy hid in his car while I was out there in a gunfight. Right, so I may need you to roll up and help me out.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, because I could be in a bad situation. So that's another thing, like
Yeah.
not just taking responsibility for, you know, your family and other people, but what about me? Ambushes are high right now in law
Mhm.
enforcement.
We just had to one in
Crazy
Pennsylvania
Yeah.
a couple days ago.
So
Yeah.
If you want to hear Sarge's story, I believe it was Liberty Goons episode
I think
like
11.
11, I think.
yeah, something like that.
Your story is crazy on that. But no, you're right. You know, even the cops might need some help. I was just watching a video yesterday of this cop that was in Miami, and he was trying to stop these kids on these little motorbike things. And as soon as he went after the one kid, the rest of the little kids on motorbikes started throwing shit at him and going after him.
Yeah.
One good guy with a gun that would have been standing there would have solved that.
You know, it goes into so much more than that. I think majority of our community carries because it's expected,
Mm-hmm.
but the amount of people who train
Yeah. That,
more
yeah.
is more important, I think,
Well,
than anything.
That's the
Because
same thing in my
Yeah,
wheelhouse.
majority of people
Yeah.
do not train to shoot in real life scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
No, and I think the big takeaway from this is, yeah, you know, you say every legally armed, legally able person should be able to carry a firearm. There is a caveat to that. If you're going to go purchase one of these and carry one and take that responsibility to go carry a firearm every day, make sure you're getting out there and getting training from a reputable company. I mean, there are companies out there. I can tell you, I mean, there's companies in Texas, just being here at Goals, I've met, you know, female instructors that really focus on women training.
Mm-hmm.
You're the
And
one that's walking out the door right now.
right. But I mean, they focus on training for women. And there's guys and girls that are doing these trainings. So it's not just women, it's men based and everything else. But you have to go out and be able to tell people, like, hey, this is how you properly work this gun,
Mm-hmm.
learn how to shoot,
Right.
and understand what you're doing. Because yes, this can take a life.
Mm-hmm.
At the
It
same
could be the wrong
token-
life.
It could be the wrong life. At
Mhm.
the same token, you know,
100%.
we sat here and said he's got all the medical, right?
Mm-hmm.
Normally I keep like an ankle med kit on me, and in that ankle med kit there's a tourniquet. In my backpack there's like 2 tourniquets. In my
Mhm.
truck there's like 3 tourniquets. If you're going to learn, and this is the best way I can describe it, if you're going to learn how to take a life, you need to learn how to save a life.
So
Mm-hmm.
If you have to,
If
and it may even be the person that you shoot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
if
But
you're
it could
making
be a
holes,
bystander.
plugging holes.
Making holes, plugging holes.
Way more important. And here's why it's way more important.
Plugging holes.
Because more than likely, more often than not, you're going to run across a medical situation that you will have to, produce your fire.
Oh, absolutely.
Use that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So getting that training anyway is still a good thing to have, because you could be that person that saves that person's life that just got into a crash or something like that. And you got to stop the bleed. So that's the key, is just stop the bleed.
That's your tourniquet rule,
Yeah.
Tourniquet for you, tourniquet for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
All at all times. Like, it's
Absolutely.
Yep.
That kind of preparation is key to respond. Like, it didn't say responsible people. I think the question was law abiding, but I'll throw responsible in there. Like, you have to take the whole thing serious.
Yeah.
And as much as all of us joke about, like, flagging each other or like whatever, like, we're all serious about our guns.
Oh, absolutely.
I can tell you what, we've been here for a couple days now, and nobody has done any dumb shit with guns the entire time.
I mean, we had a bunch of people here last night hanging out, having some drinks and everything else. And, we're all carrying firearms, and he's like, oh, what are you carrying? This and that, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I can't tell you how many times that Jacob Gray got pulled out of that holster. And every single time it was taken out, it was unloaded, it was handed over. And every single person that I have handed that firearm to since I have been here, I hand them a firearm with the slide lock back, completely empty.
Yep.
And every person has checked it, dropped the slide, double checked it, and then went on to check and see, okay, do you mind if I dry fire it? Yeah, go ahead, dry fire, feel the trigger. And everybody has been absolutely safe in every condition out here.
Yep. Absolutely. And even at the convention. So, like, we were there today and it was open to the public, and there was maybe 1,000 people there, 2,000 people. I don't even know.
It was way more than that. We were hitting 4,000 and plus,
and a majority of the people that were in there were carrying, right? I mean, there
were some open carry, there was there were some people that I was hugging today, and it was like,
oh, what are you bumping uglies? Yeah,
it's like you're hugging each other. It's like, oh, what are you carrying?
But no incidents.
Zero.
No incidents, and
responsible gun ownership.
Yep, absolutely. All right, Dom, back to you. And
you got to get a little bit more of lightning around here.
Yeah.
This is way.
Yeah, this ain't no lightning.
Sorry. We get spicy.
Yeah.
Is the Second Amendment under attack from inside the U.S. government?
100%. There's no other answer to that. Yes.
Who do you think is the cause of it?
Majority are the gun-hating Democrats.
You can call them liberals.
Liberals. Yeah. I think it's just.
What do you think
stigma.
they get from it?
I think that it's just a defiance of the right, because they believe the right is such a strong supporting, advocate for the Second Amendment, which we are.
Mm-hmm.
It's anything that we support as Republicans and conservatives, they just want to go against.
Yeah.
It's a defiant little teenage bitch boy.
Which means
that's what
if we supported what they supported, they would be against it because we support it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Don and I used to call them on Liberty Goons. We used to call them the party of opposition, because it doesn't matter what it was.
Yeah,
they always oppose it.
Yep. Absolutely.
I'm glad we asked that certain question about the government, not another one, because we probably could have. we could probably sit here and talk for 4 hours about some other bullshit.
Right.
All right, Erik. Should citizens be allowed to own the same weapons as the military?
Not too far off the last one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And now we're talking, that wasn't firearms. It says same weapons.
Yeah, absolutely.
You think we should be allowed to have grenades?
If I want to be able to
launchers?
if I want to own an F-16 and I got the money to be able to buy an F-16, fuck yes.
Mark 19 with no experience.
Right.
I mean, we could get very dangerous.
Absolutely. Like, I am a hard fucking line Second Amendment supporter. Like, when I say fucking hard line, I am a hard line, because when this country fought a revolution to free ourselves from fucking tyranny from the British, we had the same fucking shit that they had.
We were using our own shit to fight them.
And then we created our own shit to fight them.
Yeah.
And I'm saying it right now. I am a hard line Second Amendment.
Yeah.
Shall not be infringed. Fuck you and every gun law that you ever fucking made.
Yep.
So far, I've gotten fucking salty on both of my fucking questions, and I'm telling you, that's where I'm at on it.
I think your answer is quite extreme. And
Some people don't agree with me on that.
and I agree.
And I'm okay with that.
I agree with you. I know it sounds freaking crazy, but I think what we've seen with gun rights in this country is everybody along the way said, "Oh, it's okay to like take a little bit away and a little bit away," and there was this compromise and
But
compromise.
we're fucking eroding.
Yeah,
We're literally fucking causing it's erosion. What is it called? Death by 1,000 needles.
Mhm.
You know, you're
1,000 cuts.
or 1,000 cuts.
Yeah.
Figure it's the guy with the fucking samurai mask fucking pulls out by now. But no, in reality, it's like, okay, well, we'll take a little bit here, and we'll take a little bit more, and okay, they didn't really care about that, so let's take this. Oh, okay, well, they didn't care about that. Let's take that. Like, okay, we'll go as far as like bump stocks. Some nutcase that we've never found anything out about.
Oh, yeah. We could
Fucking-
go on about that.
Right. And that's like a whole nother
Yeah.
fucking podcast. So I don't want to dig too deep into it. But some nutcase went into a hotel in Las Vegas and was shooting a bunch of shit. I don't allegedly.
Yeah, you
And
don't
he was
want me to
using-
tell you what that sounded like.
And he was
240
using,
Bravo.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
but he was
Red fire.
using supposedly using bump stocks.
That wasn't a motherfucking
Okay,
bump stock.
kiss my ass. Now I will tell you, I've shot bump stocks. They're a novelty fucking item.
Yeah.
Would I ever own?
You ever,
They don't
you ever
shoot like
shot an
that shit.
M240?
No. But what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
they're a novelty item. Half the time they work, the other half the time they don't. You know what I mean? But fuck you, the government, for telling me that I can or cannot have it. Just like FRTs. Fuck you.
Mhm.
I can have it. It's a fucking accessory.
Right.
Yep.
Kiss my ass, just like a brace.
Yep.
Mhm.
You said it was okay, then you said it wasn't okay, and then you said it was okay, and then you said it
No,
wasn't
it's not
okay.
okay. Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
make your fucking mind up.
It just goes
It's-
back to the definition of certain things that they define, and then they realize the people writing the definition of certain things
Don't know what the fuck they're talking
are
about.
stupid.
They're idiots.
Yeah.
And
Oh, they're
and
talking about fucking pistol braces increasing the rate of fire.
fuck you. No, it doesn't.
Like these people.
So in short,
Yeah,
yes. Fuck you. Yes.
I agree. I agree. I'm not even gonna go against you. I know it sounds extreme, but
It does sound extreme, but yes, fuck you, yes.
all right, ask me one. Give me the softball one, bro.
You want me to softball you one?
Yeah, give me the softball.
I can get my phone to open.
There's only one other one you can ask me because we got one left for Sarge.
You're right, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a softball one.
Yeah.
All right. Is the ATF necessary or should it be abolished?
Well, if you take the acronym ATF and E, alcohol, tobacco, firearms, and explosives, I will say that I don't believe alcohol should be regulated. I don't think tobacco should be regulated. I don't think firearms should be regulated, and I don't think explosives should be regulated. So,
Boom, boom, gang, gang.
yeah,
Well, think about the concept of just there's more alcohol related deaths in the world
yeah,
than there are firearms.
yep. And what are they
So-
doing about alcohol? What's the ATF do
Right.
on a daily basis about alcohol?
Right.
I'm in that business. I have never talked to somebody from the ATF.
No.
I talk to our state liquor boards and stuff all the
Well,
time, but
I just didn't shout out to FRCC and the guys over there, Brent Tucker and his brother Drew Tucker. Got to talk with him a little bit. They're actually dropping a bourbon, which I posted. I posted a picture up of their
I saw
Fire
that,
One
yeah.
bottle that they
Mhm.
got right now, and he was even telling me, he says, "So you want to know what ATF is doing about alcohol? They're involved in all the taxing bullshit." He goes, "This bottle could be a $40 bottle of bourbon, but because all the taxes and the bullshit that we have to pay, it has to be an $80 bottle of bourbon."
yep.
So when you look at bottles like E.H. Taylor and Blanton's and all that, and everyone says, "Oh my God, secondhand market, you can't get a hold of it." Yes, it gets expensive. If I've got it and you want it, you're going to pay what I want.
Sure.
Right.
Mhm.
But
Capitalism, motherfucker.
absolutely,
Yeah.
that's what this country was founded
Free
on.
market economy.
But when you sit there and you look at it and you really, really think about it and look at the amount of taxes that these alcohol companies are having to frickin' pay to release a bottle of bourbon
And tobacco companies.
and tobacco companies, it's absolutely ridiculous. So you want to know where all your money's going? It's in taxes. So they can turn around and say, so again, they have to pass that price on to the consumer market.
Mhm.
It's no
So
different.
you
like,
mean you're getting taxed on the money that you were already
Taxed
taxed
on.
on?
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then they
That's
tax
kind of
you-
how
then
that's
they tax you on top.
apparently that's
of your
supposed to be how
tax.
that works.
Yeah.
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 So I mean,
And don't forget you pay property tax,
Yes.
which for property you already paid for.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're leasing and renting your land from the government
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
because you'll
The
never.
whole system is fucking
Stupid.
corrupt. We should have just titled this podcast, "The Whole System is Fucking Corrupt."
Right.
Should the ATF be abolished and has no purpose? Absolutely, it should.
ATF is gay.
And
Yeah, the shirt that says so.
we should have had Brandon Herrera as the ATF director, and that was a mistake that that Donald Trump made. And just heard today that Brandon Herrera is running for Congress
Is
again.
he fucking gonna do it again?
Doing it again.
I gotta call him.
And as much as I think that would be great, we definitely need him in Congress. I would have loved him to spend at least this amount of tenure as the ATF director, because we would have seen shit already happen.
I think if anything we're seeing is our generation is starting to get more political.
Then our generation has had enough.
And well, so as the younger generation, as you know, they get a little older, they get some notoriety and some credibility behind their name. You need to start supplementing these skeletons in Congress and in Washington with the generation that understands today's society and today's community. If we don't do that, we're going to go to shit, because you know, you've got politicians that are career politicians and they hold a grudge against the guy across the aisle
Term
for the
limits.
past 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so again, it's just gonna be like, whatever you say yes to, I'm saying no to.
Yep. We need 300 Brandon Herreras.
Yes.
You know, I mean, it's just,
Okay. So do you really know Brandon? Because I know Brandon. I don't. Okay. I don't know if I could do 300. Much love, Brandon Herrera. If you do see this, okay. Much love to you, but I don't know if I could do 300 of you, bro.
okay, fair enough. All right, Sarge, you're gonna wrap up the what was that lightning round?
I'm the guy.
You're closing it out, bro.
This is one that was a hot topic recently because of some shit that happened in New York City at the NFL headquarters. Gun-free zones, are they safety measures or target zones?
So it's always a soft target. Let's think about that. Any place that you can't carry and there's not a gun in there, and they're just saying, "Oh, well, only the police can do that." Well, I'm only one guy, right? Amongst thousands. So if somebody's got bad intentions, they're going to come in and they're just going to have free reign. So
you mean the sign that says gun-free
Yeah, it
zone
doesn't
doesn't
stop
stop
anybody.
them?
but also look at the fact that, are all these maybe something else that's alluding to something? You see what I'm saying? So some of these mass shootings that are going on,
The past couple days.
yeah,
There's
we
been a
could
lot of
definitely-
The first thing we all said was, what just happened that we don't know about?
yes, yeah,
Yep.
And
Which is-
not related to the shooting.
Yeah.
What is it? What these activation cells, as some conspiracy theorists will call
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening that when the keyword or the text message that they read, and the MK Ultra
Mm-hmm.
theorists will say, what happened that said, bam, go do that because something else is happening we can't as a society know what's going on.
Yep.
And we need to focus direction and attention to something. And it always happens to be around something major that's happening.
yeah.
It's just
That's
too
a
coincidental.
Soft target.
And is always in gun-free zones
Yes.
Yep.
because they know they can get away with it.
Right.
They would have
Because
walked
there's
2
no
steps
opposition.
into that convention center today, and there would have been 20,000 rounds raining down on them
Right.
Yeah.
before they even got a shot off, right?
Oh, yeah.
But they go to churches and they go to schools and they go to these workplaces.
Well, I know what church
like
you
in
go
New
to,
York
but my
City.
church, I can tell you right now, is a heavily armed church.
A lot of
Well, I'm just saying in general, look at what happened in New York. That one guy came in
Yeah.
and
But it's New York.
he was
bro.
But it's New York.
in New
They have tough
York.
gun laws, Sarge.
Yeah, they have tough gun laws, and he's running around with an AR that he's not supposed to have.
But don't gun laws stop criminals
No,
from?
not at all.
I mean, when they cross the
Not
border into a state that's doesn't allow firearms like
Yeah.
that, I mean, it should stop.
Are you
Yeah.
calling me out? I'm just saying. Are you calling out my daily commute?
I'm just saying. I mean,
No, I
apparently there's a force field right there, and it's like, you know,
Yeah. I mean, Sarge, New York City is the prime example of that. Some of the strictest gun laws in this entire country.
Let me-
Right
let me
outside
tell you-
that building,
Yeah.
there was a sign that said gun-free zone.
And let me tell you the crazy shit. I can go to New York as a cop, right? And have my creds and all that stuff. If I go in the city in certain
You can't
places,
carry.
I can be arrested for
Yep.
carrying, even though I'm a cop.
Yep, you can't carry.
Like,
Well, and what's fucked up is that New York violates the state of New York's own gun laws by being stricter than the state. Same thing with the city of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And what they don't know is they perpetuate these violent acts from being worse than they need to be.
Yeah.
Are we ever going to stop crazies from doing crazy shit?
No.
No.
We're not going to do it.
If guns didn't exist, knives.
Yep.
If if you intend to do harm, you're going to go to the what's available.
Yeah. Oh, who stopped? Who stopped the guy, the knife guy at Walmart the other day?
Yeah.
Oh, a good guy with a gun.
Good guy with a gun.
Although,
Did you hear CNN talk about that?
yeah,
No.
although his handling of his firearm wasn't the greatest.
Okay. Yeah.
That's where the training comes in.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. But it was a good guy with the gun.
Right.
The media
But
perpetuates
he
that.
acted.
He reacted. He did
Yep.
something.
But they'll perpetuate a different story that doesn't put this guy in a good light.
No.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you can talk about all the laws that make us into criminals if we defend our own homes, and if states that don't have stand your ground rules that you got to like freaking run away before.
That's why I love Texas.
Yeah, like you're gonna get shot in the back.
Because I love Texas. We got Castle Doctrine, and guess what? Castle Doctrine follows me to a hotel I stay at. If I'm in my vehicle, it takes me to my
Well,
house.
besides that, we're constitutional carriers.
And we're a constitutional carry. And the Castle Doctrine is like probably one of the best things that's ever been created, and that's why I love the state of Texas.
Yep.
I mean, for those that live in California, I'm really sorry. You should probably just pack up and move. And it's a thing.
They are.
Well, and a thing that I believe in. Don't move
Yeah,
to
man, they
Texas. Our
can't
borders
fix
are
it.
closed. Please don't come
Keep
to
your
Texas.
politics in California.
Yeah.
Politics in California.
Yeah.
It's called voting with your feet. Like, and if you, and some people, this is not a popular thought process to some people. They think it's ridiculous. Like, oh no, we got to stay and fight.
Yeah.
No, if the fight is done,
Yeah.
go somewhere that you agree with. That's what I did.
Yeah, you're not winning that fight in California anymore.
No.
It's not happening.
Yeah, absolutely not. And the people that are in New York that can't stand the laws and the restrictions that they have,
They go to Florida.
they're going to, a lot of them are going to Florida.
Yep.
But I mean, vote with your feet,
Mm-hmm.
in all reality.
Yep. Because it'll hurt them at the pocketbook.
But don't come to Texas
Right.
because our borders are closed. We don't want more. We don't want any more California.
Vote with your feet, but vote with your brain too. Don't.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Why listen to like people like Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah.
Like, what? Why?
Why are you listening to these like just batshit freaking
Right.
crazy people? Like you watched her in Ghost. Like, yeah, she was a good actor in her day.
Right.
Why am I going to take political advice or gun advice
Right.
from Whoopi Goldberg?
Anybody on The View, like for that to be a thing is just for people to say what they think from people who are making millions of dollars a year can do and have whatever they want.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They don't
Have
resonate
armed
with
security
the,
protecting
they
them.
don't resonate with the people that are actually watching it.
Exactly. And that's why I think this platform, this type of thing that we're doing
Yeah.
and others like it
Right.
have been just blowing up is because we're real people talking about real things,
Yeah.
real situations,
Unfiltered.
unfiltered. And we don't
Was I not supposed to cuss?
we don't hold back, and I think that's one of those important things that, I'm not saying you should get all your information from douchebags like us, but
Hey, slow down on the douchebag comment.
I was actually
okay?
just referring to you, but
It's not douchebag. It's not douchebag. It's asshole. Okay.
sorry, asshole.
I fall in that category a little bit more than a douchebag. Lucas Bakken.
yeah.
Douchebag.
Douchebag.
Yeah. Grab bag here. Douchebag.
Man, sorry, Bryce.
He ain't going.
Kidding, Bryce.
But I think we're actually gonna go live on Instagram here in a little bit.
Probably a little bit. We'll probably
Yeah,
take a break.
take a break.
Get a drink.
Yeah, get a drink.
Re-EDC up.
Yeah, re-EDC up a little bit. But shout out to you guys. And shout out to Sarge for kind of putting together this thing. I know you and I kind of talked about getting a house we're literally right after goals last year.
Right.
But this was a score, and being able to have a space like this to
awesome.
come down and film in
And network.
chill.
I think it's more so we realize these events are about networking
Oh, absolutely.
and having a space to do that without outside, people kind of chiming in. Because there are some, at some point you do get stardom and the starstruck people,
Mhm.
which is okay. Like that is, but it's nice for us industry professionals to get together and be able to sit down and have conversations with one another
Yeah.
without,
In a quiet environment. Well, maybe not
the
quiet,
circle
but-
bar environment.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Keep watching. This is only episode 2 of Bullets and Bullshit. I'm excited about it though. The first one was spicy. I think the second one was actually informative.
That wasn't quite a lightning round.
No, it was not a lightning round. If you,
But I think it worked.
yeah,
That was a frightening round.
yeah,
It
frightening
was pretty
round.
scary.
You can find Angry Sarge on all platforms at Angry Sarge.
Yeah.
We've got Alpha Omega Kydex on all platforms.
Yep.
We got Valiant Knight Defense and Valiant Knight Capital.
Yeah,
You know,
I know there was.
If you
multiple.
need money,
yeah,
if you need money,
if you need money, this is the guy to talk to. His pockets
money
are-
specifically for shooting ranges and two-way manufacturing equipment.
So yeah,
and
There we go.
if you like bro tactical shit, we got some stuff for females too. We just dropped our new apparel line, braveanddirty.com. Follow us on Instagram at braveanddirty. I'm John. That's Erik. That's Angry Sarge. That's Dom. This is 2A Patriot Ranch. See you next time. Boom.